my students. This video is going to be about the term or objective audience, and it's done for the secondary classes by your teacher Fadia Masri. Now, the audience is very important. Once you write something, you would have others to read, and of course they're gonna be interested or not interested. Let's see. Who's your audience? Your audience are the ones who are going to read what you write. They can belong to different ages. They might be young, adults. They might be your friends. A writer usually has a purpose in his mind, conveyed to a specific type of readers or audience. Such a purpose will definitely identify the writer's style. Of course, if he's going to write to an adult, it's going to be different than to write to a child. The level of difficulty. Of course, whenever we write for young children, the language is going to be easy. But then, when we write for adults, it's going to be more difficult. Or his or her attitude, the way he or she talks to the readers. When you write, your audience is the person or persons who will be reading your article. The types of audience are, first of all, there are the general readers. These are the people who read about everything. And then there are the interested readers. These are the readers who read things they can relate to themselves. And then there are the specialist readers. These are the readers who are experts or specialists in a certain field. Imagine this is your audience and they're all listening to you. Your audience might be, of course, the general reader who is ready to read everything. But in addition to this general reader, we have to be more specific. Therefore, we might have to sometimes be more specific and tell who exactly are the ones who might be interested in our writing. They could be grandparents, friends, another student, teachers, adults, preschoolers, young children, teenagers, men, or maybe women, experts, journalists, scientists, doctors, politicians. It could be babies, just because sometimes you might publish some pictures, they might look at these pictures. Or voters, if you are in a campaign for elections. Parents, environmentalists, if you're talking about the environment. Professionals, celebrities or celebrity fans. Humanitarians, the people who are ready to help others. The social workers, and so on. Let's read and try to find the audience of this article. The title of this article is Who Will Rescue the Innocent Childhood? First, they tell us about Maria. Maria is very small for a 9-year-old girl. She does not look healthy. She has blisters and skin disease. She said that her father died of sickness many years ago. Her mother takes care of 5 children all by herself and earns money by selling cigarettes in the market. At present, her sisters work in other provinces. Let's know more about Maria. Maria cannot identify where she comes from because she was too young when she left home. Maria said that she came to the city with a grandfather, a person who seems to have no relationship with her family. She said that a man with a car picked them up in the village and brought them directly to the city. The grandfather forced her to beg from dawn till midnight. She was taken to many places whose names she does not know to beg. She had to earn a specific amount of money each day, otherwise she's beaten up by the grandfather. She said that the grandfather spends all the money on drinking alcohol. I hate him because he always beats me. Sometimes I try to hide some coins in my shirt, but he finds them and punishes me severely. I want to run away from him, but I don't know where to go. I want to go back home to stay with my family, but I don't know how to do so, Maria said. So this was an article. It was about Maria, who was a little child. But let's see and think about who the audience of this article might be. Let's think a little bit. Maybe I think that the social workers might be interested in reading such an essay or such an article because they might be interested in finding ways to help Maria get rid of and getting rid of her circumstances. Or maybe the parents themselves might be interested in reading this just to know how that they should take more care of their own children. Or maybe the police department at a certain place. Maybe they are the ones who go around and find these little children, and they might want to know more about the subject in case there are some others also on the streets. So there might be different answers. Now let's see, there's a sample answer that is provided. It's an example. In this answer, we will find 3 suggestions. Now, in the test later, you might be asked to write 2 or more suggestions in your answer, but listen to the way, or be careful, pay attention to the way we should answer. The sample answer might be as follows. A number of audience or readers or addressees, the ones we are addressing the article to, might be interested in reading the above selection. First, the journalists, the ones who write in newspapers and magazines, might be interested to highlight the agonies of street children who roam street to earn a living. So here we notice that we said who, the suggestion, who might be the audience, and then we said the reason behind them wanting to read such an article. Let's see in the second suggestion. They said a second audience might be government officials who would like to know certain facts about street children and try to find suitable measures to alleviate their suffering. So here again, we mentioned who the audience might be, and then we said why they would want to read such an article. A third one might be humanitarian organizations. And we also have to say why. They would like to provide such poor and miserable children with some of their basic needs. So that's the sample answer that we should always answer if the teacher asks us about audience. Hope this was useful to you, and thank you because you were watching. Thank you.